Hello, my name is Alex. I'm here with Charlie. I sat with you in Matthew in Lower. We just lost 2-1. 2-1. In my dreams. 2-0 against Real Madrid.
Yeah, mate, do you know what? Just not even disappointed, not even upset. Just, it's what we expect now. It's just the default scenario for us now. Just lose every single week. You just get used to it, mate. You don't expect anything different. So, going with no expectations, and I'm disappointed. So, yeah, I didn't expect anything tonight. Let's be honest. Did any of us really expect us to actually turn this around and go through? Let's be real with ourselves. Come on, what have we seen this season from any of this group of players to suggest that there is an ounce of fight, passion, or desire to try and turn a result around? Every single
Dortmund?
It was one goal.
I know, mate.
One goal against a
I'm trying here, Charlie. I'm trying. I was thinking Man City away, and I thought, bloody hell, maybe I'll go to Leeds. Hang on a second, we lost all of those. Mate.
When the going gets tough, mate, every single time with this team, we're just nowhere, And I see the lot. It's just. This season just ruining me, mate. It's so hard.
I'm dragging you to all these games, mate. I'm surprised you're still saying yes.
Mate, I enjoy. Mate, I will always support the club, but this season is massively testing my patience. You just don't see where a win comes from. You just don't see where any improvements are coming from. People go about, you might get a little new manager bounce. There's been no bounce. It's been as flat as anything. Graham Potter could have been in charge for these 3 games or 4 games, whatever Lampard's been here for now, and you wouldn't have thought any different. It doesn't seem to matter who's in the dugout. This group of players just seems beyond help right now. And, I look at it tonight and I think, we know Frank's not a good manager. We know he's not. We don't need to say that again. But, come on, mate. Look, you're 2-0 down in a Champions League quarter-final and you're playing a second leg at home and you filled a lineup with one attacker. Why? And, I was fuming about it before kick-off, and a lot of people were fucked off about it before kick-off. But what I would say is, I'm still pissed about it, but it worked a little bit better than I expected it to. But it still wasn't good enough. It's just so negative. Why are we trying to protect ourselves when we're 2-0 down already? We let a goal in, we're losing anyway. We're not going to score 2, we're not going to score 3. What difference does it fucking make? Just go for it and have a go. I just don't feel like we had a go tonight. We had 2 clear-cut chances, Kante and Cucurella. Both should have done a lot better of those opportunities. But ultimately, we can blame them. Oh, you don't want those players in that position. I don't want any of these fuckers in that position because none of them are fucking putting the ball in the back of the net. So does it really matter if it was Cucurella or Kante, or whether it was Havertz, or whether it was Chilwell or James, whoever? Does it really matter who's in that position? Because none of them are scoring. So
people talk about having a good game, but at the end of the day, who cares about individual performances when you're losing every week?
I don't care about individual performances. Just give me a team performance. We fucking win a game of football. We don't look like winning any football matches at the moment. I said it when Lampard was appointed. We're not going to win another game this season. That's 4 games now. Not won a single game. Not won a single game in those 4. And I'm telling you, mate, I don't want to be right, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to be. We're not going to win a game under Lampard. We just got no idea. We've got no tactics, no passion, no desire, no fight, as I said. I don't know where we go from here, mate. It's just the same shit every single week, and it's not getting any better, and it's just so tiresome. It deflates you so much, because you have that little semblance of hope when you go into the game and you think, maybe today's the day it's going to turn around. Maybe these guys won't let me down. But they let down week after week after week after week. And I don't know where we go from here, mate. We've got 7 games left this season, and I keep saying it can't get any worse. Gets worse every week, mate. I don't expect anything this season. The sooner this season ends, the better. But tonight it was just, didn't expect anything, mate. Didn't expect any wins, didn't expect any decent performance. Lineup was shocking. Subs were too late. Lampard's well out of his depth as a manager here. Frank, love you as a player, one of the best of all time. But as a manager, utterly clueless. And the sooner this 10-game spell comes to an end, the better. New manager can come in. I'm not saying it's instantly going to get better, because it's not going to instantly get better, but at least we can then try and at least plan for the future and the next season or so. Because right now, this is the lowest we've been. We're not going to get any European football. We're not even going to finish in the top half of the table. And tonight, Madrid just toyed with us. They didn't have to do anything. They got two goals where they just ripped through us. I'm sorry, I love Trevor Chalobah. I think he's a really good player, and he should have been playing more this season. But you can't, when you get given an opportunity, you can't be rash like that and go steaming out, miss the challenge, and then just leave basically a guaranteed goal for Madrid. And then you had Madrid having to cover for Chalobah as well.
He did a fantastic job of doing it, yeah.
And he did a fantastic job of doing it, but he almost cost us again. And yeah, it's just not good enough, mate. No leaders, no experience, just no one's got any idea. Players just look disinterested. No one was really on it at all today. I couldn't really name you a player that had a decent game for us. Not that it matters because we lost, so it's just, mate, it's just so depressing. And like, you know, we might as well just enjoy it. Last Champions League game for, well, I for me, probably till 2025. We're not getting a Champions League again next season, so the following season either. So yeah, mate, just a really disappointing evening. And the worst thing is it's not even a surprise. You just expect it now. You just come to these games knowing we're going to lose, but you still go because you love the club. You hope things are going to get better. You want things to get better, but there's just no sign of anything, mate. This is the lowest Chelsea I think I've ever been. Maybe ever been in their whole history, mate, because, well, certainly from what I can remember, this is the worst Chelsea team I've ever watched in my life. And it's got some fantastic footballers in it, yet none of them have got any chemistry with each other. No one seems to know what each other's doing. No one seems to know their role in the team. And, you know, look tonight, playing one attacker. We get the ball and you look forward. Everyone's in the fucking defensive half. There's no out ball, and you have to play back every single time or sideways, and it just kills all your momentum. Mate, I'm just sick of it this season. It's just the same shit every single week. You could just literally change the title of the fan cams from any game this season, and it'll just be the same thing.
A couple of people said that, yeah.
Just not good enough at the end of the day. Do we honestly think we're going to be back in the Champions League? We're going to qualify for the Champions League next season? Of course we're fucking not. We don't belong at this table anymore. We don't belong here. We're a mid-table side right now. And until we get our act together, we're going to stay like that. It's as simple as that, mate. We're not fucking good enough.
We're a mid-table side with a fat bank account. But it doesn't mean anything because we didn't know how to use it. And honestly, mate, we honestly, you know, Arsenal, they've done so well. We have just taken that void and we have just stride. We have taken it in our stride because they were finishing 8th. Yeah. We're 11th. Yeah. I mean, mate, it's worse than anything I've ever seen with any other London club at the top level. I'd rather support Tottenham at this point.
Oh, well, I won't go.
I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking.
I wouldn't go that far, but like, yeah. We're shit. We're so bad. We're a mid-table side, mate. That's what we are. That's the reality of the situation. Yes, you've got a lot of good players, but it doesn't matter how good your players are. If you can't play well as a team, just forget it. Just forget it.
Do you mind moving that?
Just forget it. Simple as that. You know, we're just really not good enough, mate. And I don't see where it gets better. I really don't. And that's the most alarming thing is you cannot see any light at the end of the tunnel here. Yes, there's going to be a squad clear out. Yes, we've got promising players that will develop next season more, but when you've got no idea what you're doing as a team, you've got no identity, no nothing, how is things going to get any better, mate? The only way we're going now is further down the table, mate. 12th, 13th, 14th. It doesn't make any difference. Prize money, who cares? We just got to end the season as quickly as possible because we're not fucking good enough. And Lampard not good enough. We know that. The board have got a lot of questions to answer for. They've got everything wrong pretty much decision-wise in terms of timing and whatnot. This has got to be right because a lot of fans now are losing a lot of faith in these owners very early into this regime. So yes, they've shown ambition and yes, they've backed the managers that have been here. But ultimately, you've got to get the right guy in, and then we need to go from there and see what happens. But tonight, mate, as I said, no surprises, not shocked, just standard Chelsea for this season, mate. And it's the hope that kills you, innit? You know, we'll be here for Brentford next Wednesday, and we think, well, maybe in a week's time, some bit more time to work on the pitch, maybe improve some tactics, or we might be a little bit better. Of course we won't. We'll lose again, guarantee. The only thing I'm looking forward to about Brentford, mate, is seeing what Ivan Toney's like and doing a little bit of a scouting mission and hope maybe we sign him next season. Who knows?
You going to bet on him to score?
Maybe. Might ask him for a few tips.